What's up, everybody? Today on the Reckless Wrench Garage, we're going to be working on the Ranger. We're installing some shock hoops and King Coilover shocks on the front end. Stay tuned. So we're going to start mounting the coilovers by first locating the lower shock brackets. This is a bracket I got from Ballistic Fabrication. On the Ford Dana 44, we have these big radius arm wedges on the axle that are kind of in the way. So I need to clearance this a little bit, do some grinding on it to get it to fit. I'm putting it on the inner C because when you mount your coilovers, it's ideal when you mount them on the axle to have them tilted in at an angle. So I want them as far out on the axle as possible. Alright, so the idea is this for the bracket to just go right on top of the inner C, and as you can see, our radius arm cap right here with this chunk of bushing is in the way. So, and there's a little bit of the cast wedge right there, so I'm gonna have to trim this up a little bit to make it fit. This thing is super sketchy, but it's the best way to clean up the axle. Oh, wish me luck. Now that we got the bumper, hood, the old shock mounts, all that's out of the way, I got the frame stands supporting the frame right now just at its current ride height. I'll have to lift it up a little bit, I'll leave those there, pop out the coil springs, set it back down, and take all that bracketry off, and then we will start fabricating the coilover mounts. So all the old suspension is pulled off now except for the radius arms and the panhard because we're keeping those. We're going to now make our upper coilover mount. These are from Rough Stuff Specialties and it's an 1.5" DOM. Typically I would have bent up my own hoops with the bender, but tubing is a hot commodity right now. We cannot find more tubing, at least easily or cheaply, and so I ordered these and they showed up here in a few days. So we're going to throw these on there. I'm going to base everything off of the driver's side because that has the most clearance issues. We have the brake booster and steering shaft over on that side. So whatever I do on the driver's side, I will then mirror over on the passenger side. So I have the coilover just temp installed down on the bottom, and I have it set at my desired shock shaft of 5 inches at ride height. The top of the shock is right underneath the massive cylinder. I got about 2 inches of clearance there. The hoop, we'll have to trim it down, but it will land just about right on top of the framework where I wanted it, and I'll have to make a little outrigger for the back. There's some grease back there. Luckily that was it, and it wasn't a wiring harness. For the upper coilover tabs, the shock hoops came with some tabs like this that you just line up and weld on there. Fell off my own truck. Well, we're on Coilovers. Alright, that's it for this episode. We got the coilovers installed. Quick little test drive before we did this. To finish up the coilover project, we have to install some limit straps, bump stops, and adjust the brake lines. Other than that, that's pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah. Join us next time where you can see us move backwards on a project. Because that's what we do. Always moving backwards.
It's moving forwards. Moving forwards.
Yeah, tomato, potato. So we rip the whole front end apart and start building a tube front. It's going to be fun, hopefully.
Alright, make sure you hit the like button, drop us some comments down below, and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.